We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective, just to see what is going on. And we're kicking off the week with a very beautiful alignment. We have a conjunction between Venus and our moon. When we deal with moon, it's dealing with our inner emotions and our inner world. And when we're dealing with Venus, it's all about our love life, but also our outer world or our outer reality. These two bring a beautiful energy when they're together. They are both meeting up in Sagittarius, sign of the Archer. This is all about moving past your fears, clearing them, healing them, and moving towards your next adventure when we're in this element too. This is a fire sign. It might be lighting a fire on things. It has a big focus also on your connections and going deeper within them and your relationships right now. Now, we also have the moon meeting up where they're touching Chiron. Chiron deals with our deepest wounds, and oftentimes these are the wounds that we are always working on across our, at least the lifetime, but they're also karmic wounds that we brought with us into this incarnation from past lifetimes. So sometimes when we dive into Chiron astrology or our own personal Chiron astrology, it's going to tell us a lot about what we are here to heal. Once you do heal these wounds fully, you have a lot of wisdom to share with others and even healing knowledge to share with other people too. But oftentimes, and I think this is important for this twin flame reading today, oftentimes twin flames trigger or share our core wounds with us too. So this is very, very important. As you're going to notice, they tend to trigger your Chiron wounds. And like I said, these go deeper into our past, but deeper into past lives too. But when we have Chiron astrology, which we've had an awful lot of that lately, it's going to bring things to the surface or trigger things to the surface so that you can heal things or heal on a deeper level too. So this is bringing a lot of energy for emotional healing right now with today's alignment, and it might be shining a light on things you need to heal in your love life or even deeper wounds that you need to let go of. And these could be one and the same too, because oftentimes it is our relationships, all of them, our personal connections that bring a lot to the surface or show us a lot. So when we have moon energy, it's illuminating things or shining a light on things, especially things that we need to heal or discover about ourselves. And when we deal with the moon and Venus together, it is all about pleasure and doing more of what feels good. So we got a really nice vibe today, all about your love life once again, but also deeper healing work that needs to be done. That's what we're here on planet Earth for during this time, right? So whatever you may need to heal. So whatever's going on for you, these energies tend to amplify it and even shine a light on it. So you should be getting more clarity. When we're dealing with the moon, it's the subconscious and becoming more aware of things. Now, Venus also rules over our finances, so you may have things that you're healing, we'll say financially during this time. We see a lot of that on planet Earth during this time, but it brings a lot of abundance. The moon brings a lot of creative energies and inspiration as well too. Okay, so we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine. Remember, this is just a general reading, but I still like to do these, right? This is just a general collective reading. Make sure you're doing the one-on-one phone calls through my website. I have tons of readings on there, which are going to help you with your specific situation and also going in and healing and shifting things depending on what you need. So I always say do those one-on-one phone calls. I am an energy healer. I do tons of healing sessions, clearings, and activations on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And I also do twin flame coaching, which is amazing for helping you through this process. I always recommend it just for healing things within your life and within your love life. Now, today we have a really nice wave of energy. Like I always make my moves in advance. We have a nice wave of energy. We've had a lot of smaller M-class flares today, and we had an X flare kicking off too. So we have this wave because we've had a lot of rest vibes the past couple of days, and even we'll say the next couple of days. So we're in this nice wave of energy. I was saying this morning that we need this wave of energy to be getting things done, right? Especially after the past couple of days, we're riding that wave. You want to be tapping into these energies, whether just for getting things done or even healing certain things. So a nice wave of energy coming in to help us to kick off the new week right now. Now, twin flames, we're getting ready for the 11/11 porthole. We have a huge shift day on 11/7 and of course 11/11 for the 11/11 porthole. And these energies combined are going to bring a lot of really positive energies for your own specific situation, no matter what's going on there. And I feel today's alignment kind of helps us to kick off those energies too. So November brings a lot of beautiful energies. It brings, of course, the 1111 portal, but it also brings a lot of Pleiadian energies with the November Pleiadian alignment too. So it's bringing a really positive energy for twin flames. You're probably going to notice that. And it's always just depending on where you're at within the twin flame journey and a process that you have to move through, and where you're at within your own, we'll say, specific healing journey too, just depending on what's going on for you too. So November is a powerful month for twin flames and healing your situation. Okay, we're going to start with a reading for the Divine Feminine Collective. What's going on for the Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine? If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? And so this is important too. If you're wondering if you're on your person's mind, they think about you just as much, and they think about you in the same way. This is why negative energy is one of the biggest blocks to twin flame union or within the connection, because obviously they're going to mirror everything you're thinking, feeling, right? And so this is why keeping your energy clear and in a high frequency state, but also having a positive mindset are going to be huge for shifting your specific situation, because they're going to be mirroring whatever you're thinking about them. They're thinking about it, you back. And so sometimes we don't realize that, like they're seeing you in the same light, we could say. And so yes, you're on your DM's mind all of the time, and just kind of depends on what's going on within your mind of what they're thinking about you. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before now. Now I know it's true. So life has a funny way of bringing you to the person you're meant to be with, and maybe bringing you back around if that's how it's meant to go. Okay, separations happen. It's not like everyone has to go into one, but they happen because you can't maintain the twin flame frequency. It can be a lot of energy to hold with the spiritual energy too. So some of you guys may be going through that and kind of trusting the process of doing that inner work so you can raise up your frequency so that you can, I don't want to say handle, but you can handle this connection or shift into full union. The distance between us is killing me. I want to hear your beautiful voice again. Some of you guys might be navigating distance, such as separation, time apart, and it could just be, a lot of times we see some of the twin flames are putting distance in the connection, or you may be. It just kind of depends on how that is manifest. Some of you guys might live far apart, or just be, you know, you're noticing that space. We'll call it space today too. And oftentimes it is in the separations that you're healing a lot. So not everyone, but some of you guys are navigating healing separation. Some of you guys are navigating kind of finding balance within this connection too, between what you have going on in your own life and balancing within this union if you're in union. Our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed a break away. The energies can get overwhelming and intense, and you guys know that. They can also bring a lot of purges up. You're like, what? And old energies to the surface. It can feel like, you know, you're together with this person, it feels amazing, and then another layer can come up. So a lot of layers of healing come up within this connection. This is a spiritual connection that brings a lot of healing work to the surface. It's not like your average karmic or soulmate connection. It tends to be a very intense connection, and that means that you're dealing with a lot of intense energies and even intense feelings. I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? This person, like we've already gone over, is always thinking about you. They can't get you off of their mind, and it's intense for them as well too. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. There might be trust issues or things that have happened. I saw an amazing post this morning that I reposted talking about mistakes that have been made. Some of you guys, as the Divine Feminine, know that you've made a lot of mistakes, not to be hard on you. You've made a lot of mistakes in the past. You may have had your own wounds or things that were triggered or things that have come to the surface for you to deal with. It could have been old karmic energies, narratives, ways of seeing things, or old wounds that were being triggered through this, and maybe even behavior that wasn't great. So you definitely have learned a lot of lessons from this connection. And that's okay, learning from whatever mistakes were made so that you can see things more clearly and handle it better. I want to hold you. I'm scared you will reject me. A lot of twin flames deal with rejection and abandonment wounds, not trying to do things that come to the surface. That's the inner child phase. I feel you go through different phases of healing. Like you're going to have your inner child stuff come to the surface, all of it. You're going to have your old relationships come to the surface. You're going to have old wounds and other things. You're going to have things that you need to work on right now come to the surface, and it's going to highlight or show you areas you need to work on yourself in your own life more, or what you need to fix, what you need to heal. It's going to highlight any ego issues or imbalances, any type of negative behavior. I see a lot of people where their own kind of behavior comes up and things like that. So it's going to highlight a lot of things. And I say highlight because we're dealing with this moon energy, right? And it's like bringing things up to the surface, making you more aware of what you need to work on. I regret what I did to you. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I want a future with you. These are powerful energies right now, especially for the month of November, to be visualizing the future that you want with this person in the union, in the life that you want. I think both twin flames are spending a lot of time thinking about things, whether it's future goals, plans, dreams, manifestations. And the reason why is because we're getting ready to wrap up the end of the year. And when we do, we're really laying the foundation as we're moving into or getting ready to move into 2025. We're in a heightened space for manifesting the next 2 months. We only have 2 months left of the year. And these 2 months are very powerful energetically. The energy is really going to start to amp up, especially kicking off the 11/11 porthole through December and the solstice and things like that. So we go into a very high frequency energy. We need to tap into these energies for manifesting too. So these are powerful energies to be tapping into for manifesting right now. You're noticing things are moving fast when it comes to your manifestation. Stay focused on your future with this person. I search for you in every lifetime. This is a deep past life connection. You're always looking for this person. You'll know, like, the search is over. You'll know who your twin flame is. I always say do a call with me if you need to go into that, though. You're going to know, you're going to be made aware of it. And the reason why is because it brings a lot to the surface so you can deal with it. I always say with love, you're going to know that. Like your friends, your family, other people aren't going to know that. You're going to know how you feel. It's a feeling, right? There's a certain energy of it, a certain spark we can call it. You're going to know if this is your person too. So a lot of you guys know this is your person, and not just in this lifetime. In this lifetime, it's many, many lifetimes coming together. So you know this is a deep past life connection. This is your person across every lifetime, across space and time. This separation is temporary. Please be patient with me. So not all of you guys are navigating separation, but some of you guys are. Know that it's temporary. It's something you have to move through. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. I want to start over with you. We have major new beginning vibes coming at us. There was a lot left unsaid between us. No matter how far we wander, we're always energetically connected. And I was talking about the red string of fate bringing you together, right? Doesn't matter where you are, across time and space. This is how you find each other, but it's much more cords, right, with your twin flame. Now, we can cut any cord, and we need to with our karmics, okay? I know. I was talking to someone about cutting cords with your karmics, because if you haven't, it will block your twin flame union. So when we still have these doors open with the karmics, it can be really bad for our union and more work needing to be done. And we can cut the cords, and we're in fact encouraged to with previous relationships, whether this is lovers, friends, or family, but oftentimes our karmic or previous lovers, and we need to cut these cords. Now with your twin flame, you're not going to be able to cut the cord. There's always an energy transfer, energy connection that's always happening, and this is what makes it a different type of connection with this person. I always say, they talk about that red string of fate, allowing you to find this person as you're always more connected than you think with this person across time and space. And it is that very string that brings you together, right? Our fates are bound together, our destinies are weaved together, and oftentimes, you're going to end up where you belong and with who you belong. All right, free will. Know that you're being guided to really, we'll say, use your free will to call in your destiny during this time too. So this is a powerful connection. So free will has a lot to do with ego, and destiny has a lot to do with surrendering to the universe and living in a 5D state of consciousness, right? And things like that. So this is a powerful message about kind of, we'll say, ego surrendering and allowing the universe to step in, because when we're in the ego, we're kind of doing what we want. trusting there's a greater plan that's laid out, especially with your twin flame. All right, connecting with your sacral. This is like manifesting energy. We're talking a lot about that. You're really stepping into your power. The more that you're clearing your energy, raising your frequency, you're noticing you're becoming more magnetic to your desires and what it is that you're manifesting with these goals, and to your twin flame. So when you're feeling good, you're really magnetic to them. When you're not feeling good, you don't really always realize, but you're kind of pushing them away and repelling them. And it's all about getting in this inner alignment. Why do the separations happen? They happen because there's more work that needs to be done on your life and other areas of your life. And so it's to help kind of get you into a deeper alignment. You're clearing a lot of ego beliefs and blocks. This is negative thinking about the situation. A lot of you guys don't realize you're actually manifesting your twin flame situation and union as you go. So if you're thinking negative things and they're playing it out, obviously this is what derails union. So negative thoughts, there's something that you need to face and to work through. Oftentimes negative beliefs and thoughts, they could be deeper programming, but they're also based out of fear, worry, doubt, things like that. And when they're manifesting into your situation, they throw it off. So it's important that you're clearing outdated beliefs and any negative thoughts. It's like the inner work that only you can be doing, I always say. This is why it's really beneficial when you're working with someone that can help you, right? To notice these things and what you need to heal. I always say that's why I always do the work with you guys, to help you if you're needing it, because sometimes you guys might be running into problems or creating or recreating the same situations no longer serving you. Pay attention to your thoughts right now. It's going to help you. Pay attention to your goals and what you're manifesting right now too. So this is like some of you guys are really focusing and being guided to focus on other areas of your life, your finances, your job, your home, your family, your career, and things like that. That's going to really, really help you. This is sacral chakra has come up twice now during this reading. So you may be guided to focus on the other areas of your life to bring this twin flame situation together. There's a lot of mirroring. I notice this clearly. Your twin flame is going to mirror your inner state and your situation. Pay attention to what they're showing you. They're teaching you things about yourself. They're going to mirror, if you have karmic energies you're dealing with, they're going to mirror that or be involved in that situation. Oftentimes, if you're having relationship wounds come up, they're going to mirror that back. They're always mirroring things to teach you about yourself and show you what you need to heal on a deeper level. You are not separate from your twin flame of whatever's kind of coming up too. So this is like paying attention to what is being reflected back. They're always mirroring back your own energy. You're not feeling great, they're going to reflect that not feeling good energy back. You're feeling great and you're in this deeper alignment spiritually, they will be too. So oftentimes twin flame is to show you where you're out of alignment. Out of alignment equals separation, in alignment union. And so it's to help you to get into a deeper alignment. If there's imbalances within your own energy, they're going to reflect them back. And so sometimes it's the imbalances that push us apart and lead us to separation and more work to be done. So they reflect back our own energy. Pay attention to what you're being shown. Also pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that are coming up from this connection. You might be seeing their name around everywhere. You might be seeing little things that remind you of a music coming on that's like from their higher self, things like that. Pay attention because you're going to go to the next level for some. That's like for you guys coming in separation, coming into reunion, union. You guys that are in union, this could be moving in together, having a family, engagement, marriage. It just kind of depends. So there's going to be like some leveling up that's happening through this union or through this connection. Okay, so 11-11 portal coming up, and this is like let go of expectations of how things are unfolding. A lot of you guys are, not everyone, but sometimes you get in this like trying to control things and micromanage things. This will repel your twin flame. Make sure you're letting go of expectations and allowing this to unfold naturally. Try to shift the focus back to yourself. The more that you're working on your life, the better it's going to be for your union. Sometimes you guys are focusing a little bit too much on the external, and your twin flame is the external. Really working on yourself will actually make you more magnetic. When you're focused too much on your twin flame, it actually repels them. It has the opposite effect that you probably desire. And when you really shift that focus back to yourself, they will too. They'll begin to focus on you more too. That's usually what you want to. Really working on shifting into that deeper alignment. You may have things coming up that you're needing to heal or clear with all this Chiron energy. I know, it's like, and it's from your past, but it's also rooted in past lives. I have a really nice Chiron reading on my website you can find under readings, which will really tap into your specific. And I think this is interesting for twin flames because it's going to be triggered. Whatever your Chiron wounds are, it has been your whole life anyways. but it's going to be re-triggered, we'll say, through your twin flame experience, and they may share that core wound with you, and it'll give you a lot of insight too. So maybe tapping into some of this Chiron energy in a positive way will help you to shift some of that or heal some of that. But expect that things might be coming up, or you might have things being triggered to the surface because there's more healing work to be done too. But it's a lot of creative energy when we deal with the moon energy and things like that. Pay attention to your third eye chakra right now, Divine Feminine, and what you're picking up on. You're getting your guidance about your situation, so is everyone too, right? But paying attention to your third eye chakra, things you're picking up on. This could be visions, psychic premonitions, just sensing things, really thinking about the future, because it's reading for Divine Feminine, like you might feel like your head is like 10 years in the future. No, I'm kidding, right? This is very future energy, right? This is like very thinking about your goals, dreams, and the future that you want energy coming up around the Divine Feminine reading right now. So you might be really thinking about your future, which is a good thing right now, or the future you want with your twin flame. This is good. You have things coming up around the throat chakra. Once again, this is past life wounding coming up with the throat chakra for you. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. We're healing fear with this Chiron energy so that you can move into your next chapter, your next adventure. Sometimes when we're dealing with Venus, it's like about our relationships, but it's encouraging travel and things like that. But you might have a fear of moving forward or moving on, and you might feel stuck. When I hear that word stuck, it's blocked. Any outer blocks in your outer reality indicate inner blocks. And how we clear something in the outer, our situation in the outer, we go within and we remove and clear the energy blocks, and it opens up the outer and it shifts the outer too. So some of you guys may be needing to shift some energy energetically within yourself to heal something. Is there something that are there blocks coming up in your twin flame situation? And when we deal with, a lot of you guys deal with like real being blocked, no contact, no communication. That's the indication of an energy block within yourself, as it's a block within your outer reality. It doesn't have to be so extreme. Some of you guys have like, run into a situation that isn't going good, or, you're not happy with it, or you feel it's not going anywhere. That's the indication of blocks and things like that. So you need to clear something. This is rooted in also solar plexus block with this message, and like self-esteem. So today is a big energy for clearing issues with how you feel about yourself, so you can step into or shift into more confidence with these energies. Is there something kind of being affected with how you're viewing things? Solar plexus work coming up. So we do have a lot of chakra work coming up for this reading. You're balancing a lot. You're like trying to juggle a lot. It could be yourself in union, like your own life in this union, in this relationship, or it could just be other areas. Sometimes this is even finances when we see the Two of Pentacles. But it's just like you might be just feeling like you're having a hard time staying balanced, and you got a lot on your plate right now. Okay, because we have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys are not putting in the work, and if you're not seeing the results you want. All right, this is like needing to put in the work. Some of you might be having given up on your situation, or with the manifesting, it just depends, or you're not focusing on it a lot, and not letting this union, because this is a union reading, pass you by. If you feel like you've run into challenges, that's where I come in. Book a session on my site, because this is indicating some of you guys are like kind of giving up. When you're in that state, you might be in sabotaging behavior. All right, we have the World. We're ending karmic cycles. Some of these karmic cycles have been what has been holding things back. With this can indicate travel, opening up things when we have the World, right? And it's like a lot of hard work paying off. So you might be, very successful as you're closing out karmic cycles. One of the biggest blocks I see coming up for twin flame union is needing to let go of the past. Whatever happened there, other lovers, situations, old wounds, hurts, previous connections, previous karmas, traumas, whatever it is. Letting go of these things will open up this connection a lot. So you're trying to clear some type of old karma from the past that may have been, I don't want to say blocking, or previously getting you in the way of this connection. The more you heal within yourself, it'll open things up too. So we have the Tower moment, but it's in reverse. So you might have been through a lot of upheaval. Sometimes this could indicate even separation, loss, ending, the rug being pulled out from under you. It just kind of depends. Like a lot of people start out with their twin flame, and I say it's the love bubble. It's like euphoria, and it feels so good, and you're in your perfect relationship, or about to be, and then separation hits you, and you didn't see it coming. It's like, oh my God, right? Okay, so that's the Tower for a lot of people, it might be upheaval, it might be a healing crisis, it might have brought up a lot of purging, obviously, and things like that, but this is the aftermath of it too. And so you've been through some type of loss, and it's like healing and recovery after that, okay? So you've been through a lot due to this connection, the upheaval of energies, right? It's shaking things up in your life or energetically, right? So it tends to shake up things energetically. You purge a lot out. It shakes up your outer reality too. So this connection has brought a lot of healing up to the surface fast. Focusing on your healing will help you with that and releasing things. But we do have the Lovers card. I don't know who needs to hear that. You know this is your person. You know this is your twin flame and that. But it's all about finding balance within yourself. This is a mutual attraction. They feel this energy too. You'd have to be right? I don't want to say asleep, but right? They feel this energy too. I don't know who needs this message. This is your person. This is your twin flame. You may have been questioning it to get this card. This is your universe just giving you that little reminder. You know this is your person. And say, how do you know? The knowing, right? You know this is your person, and that's going to help get you through no matter where you're at in this process. We'll call it a process, the twin flame journey. You're meant to end up in union. So this is like, it could be now you're in union, or your path is trying to lead you into union. I was telling myself this morning, there's no greater matchmaker than the universe, right? So maybe you've been going through a lot lately and you're questioning the connection. It just depends, but you know this is your person. It can be very, very hard journey with twin flames. We know that. That's what we sign up for. So it might have brought a lot of healing or upheaval or even loss or heart chakra at work for you lately with this. Work on your chakras, divine feminine, so that you can shift your situation in union, a more harmonious, loving union without the issues. So what happens is you were probably in union before the separation, or you're dancing around it, and the issues come up. So that's why the healing happens, so that you can have a more harmonious union, we'll say. Okay, divine masculine. We're going to go ahead and do some messages for you. Divine masculine collective, divine feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. And sometimes masculine deals with society programming, society expectations to how they think they should be living their life, like the Matrix and things like that. They might be more in the Matrix. Divine feminine, you see through this person. You see them on a spiritual and a soul level. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. This isn't for everyone, but this can indicate, because we had the same message on the divine feminine side, that there might be some type of communication block, and that happens as if in separation, you'll know it, right? Like no communication, or not communicating, or not opening up to how you both feel, because we have that facade. And I always say, just because divine masculine isn't sharing their feelings, they feel everything too. Right? Just because they're not telling you about it, they felt everything that divine feminine has felt too, and it's very intense too. So this indicates this person kind of working with their throat chakra or needing to divine masculine. You might need to tell your divine feminine how you feel. My heart always comes back to you even when I don't want to. I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes when I offer you my hand? Will you take it? And so this is, like I said, we had that offer card. This is next level of commitment. We're going to see a lot of that too, as the universe is giving you guys what you need, whether this is committing to a stable, steady relationship, right? Or committing to something more, as we talked about on the divine feminine side. There's going to be something like that. Some of you guys might be doing moving in together, engagement, marriage, family stuff. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. If your divine masculine has been away from you, they feel your absence a lot. I hid my true self from you because you challenge me to expand. This is a relationship that challenges both of you, and it also triggers a lot within both of you very, very fast to the surface for healing, so that you guys tend to shed a lot of layers of energy and also beliefs and ego and things like that, and like getting to your true core self. This is all about shifting into your highest 5D version of yourself. This connection is to help you with your ascension. This relationship is to help you with your ascension, which is shifting out of that 3D version of yourself and into these higher 5D versions of yourself and tapping into that. You've made this divine masculine seeing things differently within themselves and within reality because of this connection. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. They might be feeling very emotional about this connection, whether positive or good. They feel those highs and lows, whether it's feeling really amazing with you or feeling the purges apart. I want to kiss you. I can't let you go. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. Oftentimes there is a lot of painful layers that come up, and it's not intentional. We take it real personal, right? It's not intentional. If they have triggered things within you, they might be aware of that or probably weren't aware of that. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. So ego coming up and things like that. You guys, like I said, have been clearing a ton of ego layers, like clearing everything in the way. We'll say the ego gets in the way. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. This person might have been listening to friends, family, other people that may have gotten in the way of this connection. I know you're the one. They know you're their person. Whatever has been going on with your dynamic is to show you both that and to have you guys ready to be together, no matter how it might look in the 3D. Sometimes it looks messy in the 3D of what you may go through with whatever blueprint you have both agreed to play out before coming to Earth, right? Your situation, no matter how your situation looks, it is designed to get you both where you need to be. Only in losing you did I realize what I had. My soul wants to merge with yours. Twin flames do this soul merge, and when you do, your gifts and abilities will come on stronger. You're going to be much more telepathic with each other. You're going to be able to read each other, and your own gifts will come on stronger too, because you kind of merge your energies together. It's very, very powerful too. I have past family stuff I'm trying to heal. You've triggered a lot of inner child healing for me, and I've brought out a lot of inner child wounds in me. You might have brought out old wounds and old childhood wounds, and you'll notice you probably share a lot of the same ones with each other. But also, this has the potential to really heal those aspects and bring them online more. And so you have a potential to heal any of the wounding your inner child still holding on to, which is very connected to the ego and defenses, and to shift out of that and to have a really nice, like fun, playful connection. Today's energies are bringing a lot of fun and playful energies into your relationships too. They're bringing a higher frequency into them, a very positive energy. We will come together once fully healed. I meet you in the dreams every night. And a lot of you guys know that, and you have memory of that. All right, hidden path. This is like you're being guided to go. This is detours and blocks might be coming up. You're being guided to slow down and to focus on yourself or to go in a new direction. This is that Sagittarius energy. All right, so we're still in Scorpio season, but we know next month brings us Sagittarius, right? So I feel like this energy is getting us ready for it in a sense too. And it's like adventure, freedom. I know we don't like that, right? Loving the other person in a free way, right? But it's also like fun energy and very optimistic energy. It brings a very positive energy, right? All right, we have this summer. It's time to take the sunny side. When we have the sun, this is my sun card of the tarot. This is like becoming more magnetic to your twin flame through working on your energy. We know the sun brings a very positive energy. It's the masculine energy. It's the raw energy, right? It's the masculine side of things, and you know, the moon and the sun coming together and merging together as lovers. So this is like being in your masculine energy. We have the solar plexus coming up for the divine masculine. A lot of inner child stuff, like you might have had past inner child stuff that did merge into and play out in your previous karmic connections. Know that was to heal this stuff so that you be ready for your twin flame and ready for this connection too. So really shifting into your masculine energy. Some of you guys are at a crossroads with your life. It's like, you know, because this union has come into your life and changed things. It's shaken things up, as we talked about, like how you see things and your life and where you're going with it. And so you might feel like you're kind of at this crossroads, I say, between dimensions, right? We're not fully anchored into this 5D version of reality collectively yet. We may be individually, hopefully. Some of you guys might be awakening and you haven't fully anchored into your 5D self and you have a lot of work to do. Some of you guys, you know, you've done that work, but it hasn't fully manifested in other areas. So you're kind of in between dimensions, and there's nothing like twin flame to highlight those void spaces, whether it's separation you must go through, you know, things you have to heal within yourself, things you got to purge out, areas you need to work on. And so this is like the in-between state. Some of you guys might be in union, but you have more work to do, or you're not fully in union too. For some of you guys, this is travel, especially if you guys are apart from your twin flame, because this is a twin flame reading. You might travel to be with your twin flame if you're living in other places, to be near them or to be with them. But we also have, maybe some of you guys are getting ready to holiday. Like today is a great day to be planning that with Sagittarius vibes, or just to be thinking about going on an adventure or travel with your twin flame. So it depends on how this is manifested. But regardless, it's opening up to new experiences. All this Venus energy wants us to have new experiences, especially when it comes to our love life. It could be going out and trying new places, going to explore other places with your twin flame. We have the winter card, and this is like we're out in the cold, but we're getting a lot of answers and a lot of clarity as we move into the winter. We're in the darker space, and when we go into the darkness, that's separation, right? When we go into the darkness, we go into these areas of ourselves that most need it. We know we go into those darker areas. That's how we become enlightened or bring enlightenment to these spaces too. So we're going into the winter time, which gives us a lot of answers and a lot of clarity and helps us to go into it's just the unconscious areas we need to explore more and things like that. But we have divine timing at play. Some of you guys been through a lot with this connection where it didn't just come right together, if you didn't notice. Maybe for some it did. For some of you guys, divine timing in the universe has been at play and behind the scenes with all of this. Have patience. This is like finding peace and trusting the divine leading you through this process. So when we see divine timing, I always say it's my trust the path. I love the clock. It's something I talk to a ton with my twin flame about, like meeting under the clock. Yes, the lovers agreed to come meet under the clock. This is divine timing. It's karma. It's Saturn kind of energy, right? We always see the clock symbolism, right? The time. We have daylight savings time we're getting used to and things like that. So trust your path and things like that. Practice self-love. Take care of your inner child. Once again, take care of yourself. This will help you to nurture those areas. A lot of you guys are feeling a lot of strong, I had to go there, sexual energy, sacral energy, as you are merging together with your twin flame. Some of you guys, if you haven't even merged them, you're merging together on the energy level and you feel that around you, or maybe even physically. It just kind of depends. Like this is going to activate your sexual kundalini energy a lot with these types of connections, thus opening up your creative centers as well too. So some of you guys are going to have reunion if you're in separation, or union coming together stronger and healing any differences, and healing anything that needs to be healed. Open your heart chakra and open your heart to this person. Have boundaries though. We're needing them on planet Earth during this time, right? And I was saying that because I have a lot of these talks about, this is your energy too. Take care of your energy. You're always exchanging it, and be mindful of it. Have boundaries, but make sure you're keeping your heart open. More compassion. So we have the heart chakra opening for the divine masculine. Divine feminine is probably opening up their heart, especially if they've been closed off to love or relationship or connection. Divine feminine is really helping the divine masculine to open up their heart chakra, or open it up more. A lot of you guys are generators. Stay grounded and take care of your energy so that you can, stay in these higher vibes. We have the King of Cups. This is representing the divine masculine energy that you're in, which is staying balanced emotionally and intuitively, and just staying more secure. So this is all about your energy. You're becoming more empathic, more caring. This is the awakened masculine, right? Some of you guys have been in the hermit a little too long. That's what separation is, right? The awakening energy. Divine masculines always go into that energy to heal things. And some of you guys are noticing that you're preferring to spend more time alone than with friends. You might be suddenly guided to just hang out in your own energy, to rest, to recharge, to reflect, paying attention to your inner guidance. And I think this is important too, with this kind of energy. Okay, we have this energy of Page of Swords, and this is always like bringing balance. This is my Libra card. Bringing balance to your relationship, just as we have this awakening card. So these first two cards are a story of awakening, right? That you're becoming that awakened divine masculine that your whole life has prepped you to become for this union, but also spiritually awakening. So it shows going through the awakening energy. And then this is just finding more balance and things like that with your connection and stuff like that. So we have, once again, we have a lot of these love offer things. Knight of Cups, this could be sharing how you feel, taking action, love messages, attraction, following your heart, being in love. A lot of you guys are really opening up to love and like romance and sharing how you feel and on that whole vibe of it, that whole high of it. You're, like love messages, text messages, it could be emails, phone calls. You're like getting in this whole high of it, right? When we have the Knight of Cups, they come in strong and they're in love and they're not afraid to show it too. So we have that kind of energy. And so for some, there's a lot of communication happening, especially if there's been a block there. There's a healing happening for the Divine Masculine where they're telling you how they feel and they're moving things forward fast. Because like when you guys are in the separations, it's not moving, right? You feel that. It is, but it feels that illusion of it because it's the illusion, the separation. But it says things moving fast. Some of you guys, once again, this could be travel plans. It could be taking a holiday together, spending weekends together, spending more time together. Or it could just be opening up to how they feel and getting some text messages and things like that. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is like, there might be some type of delays that you've had to deal with. You probably have been healing a lot financially. This is my Pentacle card, so Divine Masculine. Also healing your sacral, healing things financially. Things might have been delayed. It always goes like that on purpose because it's the ego. It's like, yeah, you guys need to heal things with the ego to come into full union. So sometimes you feel like things aren't moving fast enough. You've had to deal with a lot. You've had to deal with challenges, obstacles, blocks along the twin flame journey because there are things that needed healed within yourself to open up this union. So they've been highlighted or come to the surface as you go, like could feel like you're flowing and a block come up. And so there are blocks that need to be healed and cleared with this situation. And for this is sacral relationship block, but it also might have been something that was affecting your, not just your relationships in the past, your money. And so as you're healing within this twin flame connection, Divine Masculine, you're opening up and attracting more love, abundance, money, and things like that. So, you know, you might have been coming out of, I don't want to say a past of poverty or past lives of poverty if it wasn't in this lifetime, or it blocks. This could be things from your family line. It depends. And that you're really healing this stuff, but there's some type of, we'll say, I don't want to say wounding, but some type of something that needs healed there still with your sacral chakra. And as you're healing your sacral chakra, it's going to really open up with this union and with this relationship. So when you guys kind of come together, I always say you're like two pieces of pizza in the same box, right? Okay. Anyways, when you guys are coming together and you're coming together in union, it's going to help you guys both to flow more and to tap into more and more easily too. So when you're by yourself, you're doing, I said something about doing more work, like we're working harder. We've been working harder on planet Earth and working more, right? But when you guys come together, you'll be able to do more together and it'll flow easier, right? And you won't have to work as hard. You're like, when you guys come together with that Divine Feminine and Masculine, it's like the piece you're lacking, right? And things like that. So this is a healing happening for the sacral while healing in this union or healing any union blocks. It's going to open you up and you'll have more financially too. Okay, I'm going on that note. Anyways, I do have activations up for today. So I have my 11/4 stuff up on my website. And then I'm going to be putting some new stuff up for the next couple of days. And I'll get up the next shifts. So take advantage of what's on my site now because I'll be flipping it around. So today's an awesome activation day. It's the last of 3, right? Today is the last day of 3 activations day. Awesome day to be doing some healing. I do have stuff on my website. I have tons of stuff up there anyways. Check out my Twin Flame healing section. Check out my Twin Flame coaching. It'll help you a ton. And have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com.